Our guild achievement is 10. I don't even know what our rep is because it's telling me.
Yeah, for that, open your character. Go and rep. Should be the first one guild. You should be neutral, because I'm neutral.
Yeah, neutral.
Dark Portal. I told you. We're going to Stormwind.
Yeah, we are friendly with honor hold though.
Yeah.
Is there any point of reputation?
Heirlooms.
No, it's not. Heirlooms only care. The only
No.
things that have guild any reputation thing is based on guild reputation.
Yeah, there's mounts that you could get from guild rep and other types of rep. There's other things that you could
Where are you at?
I went down. Like through the portal down the stairs. If you could call it stairs.
Fuck.
What?
Trying to follow you. You wanna know what's the best way of travel in the game?
What?
The dragons.
Yeah. Just because
Their
other.
flight is so busted.
Yeah.
You can do it anywhere. It is so fast.
Anywhere,
It
yes,
is a
but it does have like a 3 minute cooldown though.
okay.
But it's mostly of a glide.
Yeah, but you could also technically, theoretically, glide forever.
True.
If you know how to like go up and down properly and do it, you could glide forever.
Yeah.
Ran to the dark portal. Man, that sounds like it would have taken a while.
I had to look at the map to where she would be. But no, some mounts and everything, they're locked with rep. She's probably downstairs.
I remember in World of Warcraft, like the original Warcraft, of like not even just classic, but even before classic, I'm pretty sure. He isn't here. Fucking told you.
Hmm?
Told you. Not here. Because he's not a fucking trainer. He's a vendor.
Yeah, I know.
Do you see him?
She could be out back, maybe.
Yeah, one thing that annoys me is that they still have these trainers which are entirely completely useless.
Yeah. Hmm. Bingo. But these ones are PvP heirlooms, which that's probably not what you want.
No, I really would. I want normal heirlooms, not PvP heirlooms.
Yeah.
How do you know these are PvP heirlooms? The fuck?
The way you buy them.
Oh, marks of honor.
Because yeah, no, these are PvP vendors. I haven't gone up there. Okay, I guess we're gonna go to Ironforge. We'll stay in the. Well, when you get to the Dark Pearl, go to Stormwind and stay in the Stormwind area. Because we're.
Dude, we have to go there to get the Iron Forge anyways.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember where the port. Actually, no. We don't even need to go to the portal area. We're just gonna wait for her here.
We gotta go to the Ironforge.
Yeah, we need to go to Dwarven District, but in the Dwarven District. But we're just gonna wait for her.
Man, I hate the fact that they added all these fucking portals, man.
Yeah, it makes mages irrelevant, basically.
Entirely. Like, every class back then had something that made them purely good at something. Not just for combat, but also utility. Every single thing.
Yep.
Warriors were, well, the only thing that warriors were good for utility-wise is they were just best for taking hits back then. Paladins were better when it came to living long enough.
Yep.
But only certain classes could have that. Mages were used mainly for transportation. They made a lot of fucking money. Hunters, their taming ability was so much more useful because every single pet had something it could do that's way more special.
They still have it. They still have that.
It's still not as much as it used to be, though.
Yeah, not as much, but they still have it. Like beast tamers could only tame. They're allowed to tame exotics, like exotic animals, to fight for themselves. If you go any other, you can't. But
Yep.
the thing is, what I find that's busted and horrible is you could switch to beast tamer, tame the exotic, switch, and you'll still be able to use that pet.
Back then, once you picked your talent, it was kind of just there forever.
Yep.
Also back then, I could
Tomes.
just be like,
The
I could be a
tomes.
wizard. You want to know something really funny with a wizard? What I could do?
Hmm.
I could buy a proficiency to use a gun.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I could be a wizard wearing full plate back then. If I bought the proficiency, it
Yeah.
was madness. I love the fuck out of it. But also, there were no quest. Like, there were these quest tabs, but there was no, like, that big blue thing that tells you where to go. You had to read the quest. Man, I really want an old-time MMO again. Some remove players that have not been on in 6 months.
At that point, we just get classic, World of Warcraft classic, and that's how we play it. Because that's what exactly it is. Okay. Go out of it. Yeah. Sewer Beast is up.
What's up?
Sewer Beast. The
Is
rare.
it Sewer Boost?
It's a rare that she could tame as a hunter,
Oh.
but we could also just kill it and get loot.
How about we just tame it for her? Because we'll be able to kill one in the future anyways.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go see if it's still up because there are some assholes that
What is this?
decide to go.
What is that? A sewer beast?
Yeah.
Is that the thing?
I'm going to it right now. Sewer Beast is not up.
It was just killed. I watched this guy kill it.
No, the Sewer Beast is over here. Is where I'm at.
Oh, there's a sewer beast where I was just at. I saw a guy named Sewer Beast. I just saw it be murdered.
Hmm.
Right, so where are we trying to go to?
Dwarven District.
I'm going to what color?
Uh,
I can't tell which one you are.
go to the orange.
Orange?
I'm always
Okay.
gonna be orange, just same as you. Cause we're
I'm orange.
druids are orange. Their class color is orange.
Oh. What a
Huh.
weird color.
Hunters are green.
I'm telling you though, bro. If we end up ever making a video game, we're creating an MMO that feels more like old time MMOs. You know,
Yeah.
the ones that are actually requires a bit of difficulty, you know?
Yeah.
You know, the grind is what like the good. That was the good type of grinds. You know, back then.
A lot of people do hate it, but
But the thing is, but people nowadays they always like who played these games like bro. It's like they complain a lot about the old days. Like, oh man, I remember what it used to be. You have to do all this, man. Shit
yeah,
was nice.
when a game comes out to their liking, they say it's too hard and they don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, but that's the thing is about me is that the other gamers or the companies they bend down and remove these things over complaints. But if I were to create a game, I'll have a certain rule state. There is certain things in the game that can never be changed.
Yeah.
They are vital for the experience of the game. If they change these things, it is no longer that game. That's how I see it.
Yep.
Oh, we're going to the train?
Mhm.
Oh, I haven't gone to this in a while. I remember last time I was here, there's a bunch of people role playing, ERPing in the fucking corner somewhere.
this this train is actually the only way to get to Ironforge.
You could just fly there.
If we were level 30 and we're able to fly, yeah.
There. Where is? I remember that when I unlocked that skill. Oh, I have aquatic form. Nice.
You did?
Yeah, fly form's level 30. Oof.
Baby, don't. Oh, yeah, level 30 for aquatic form, yeah. Just get to us, baby.
Huh?
Just get to us.
I'm fucking trying, honey.
Fuck is Steve? You know what's something funny?
Hmm?
You know what my travel form speed is?
What?
I'm pretty sure my travel form is technically slower than my mount form, right?
Actually, yeah. It's, well, if you go in mount form, it's 40%. And travel form, I don't think it says,
Say. But you know what aquatic form does?
lets you breathe underwater and, swim speed.
Increases your swim speed by 100%.
Yeah.
Theoretically, I should be zooming.
And then we get travel form rank 2 at level 20, which we gain an additional 60% movement speed while on the land. So, travel form rank 2 is the same as mount form, basically.
Man. Oh, we're streaming now.
I have been for a while.
Click on this and watch it. Wonder if you can hear me.
Probably. Okay, let's go.
Good night.
Inside the gear area.
Yeah, people can barely hear me.
They could barely hear you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very low volume. There's also quite a bit of delay too. Which is to be expected.
Is this better?
I'm gonna have to wait. Check. Hello, hello, hello.
There's I think it's a 1 minute delay. Are they able to hear me well, or?
Wait. Yeah, it is better. I'm just now way more louder than you.
Okay, down you go.
And you need to go up a little bit as well.
I'm maxed. train is here. Oh, the train left.
All right.
This way. This side, Salty. That train just
Is
left.
she here?
Yeah. She's right in front of me.
Oh my god. I thought only one person could sit on it at a time.
Yep, only one person could sit. You like my bear form on the chair?
No.
On board.
Aren't these things like stupidly quick?
Mm-hmm. They took out,
Imagine getting hit by this.
they took out the loading screen too.
Imagine getting hit by one of these.
But Salty, are the volumes good now or?
I think it was good, yeah.
Gruff horn. Gruff horn.
It's not a Pokemon.
Gruff horn. I use attack.
Wait, there's no loading tree? We just travel straight to Ironforge?
Yep.
Huh.
Honey. Did you jump off?
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh no. So like, how do
And
you
now I'm alone.
get off the tracks?
You don't.
Oh no.
I don't
Ye-
think I'm in Ironforge now. There's a quest giver here.
yeah.
The rat extermination specialist.
Uh,
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's coming back.
It gets fucking hit and
She
dies.
She did get hit. But she,
I'm sure enough.
I
Never did.
mean, I can't imagine being hit by that would be very healthy.
Yeah. right?
Like, I don't even know what your remains would be if you got hit by that.
Honey, do you see me?
Yeah. I jumped off onto a ledge. You just straight up.
I tried to.
Well, that's why when I jumped off, there was a big enough ledge and a long enough area.
There's rats down here.
Yep. You can actually
So, like,
tame a
if
rat.
we... Damn. If we made an MMO, right?
Yeah.
What are the basic races and classes that we would add, if we even make it a class system to begin with?
How about the basics of range, spellcaster, and melees?
Well, let's just hold up. Let's like do races first, because we don't even know if we want to do a class-based system. Anyways, maybe we want to do a classless system, which is always
Hu-
interesting.
Humans. Elves, for sure. Dwarves.
For sure.
Necros for her.
Yes. Just call
And-
him Beastkin. Just call him Beastkin.
Yeah, Beastkin.
Or demi-human or whatever.
Uh,
Probably demi-human and then Beastkin. Beastkin are basically full-on furries, and then
Yeah.
dead
Sal-
demi-humans are.
Salty, you're not going the right way.
those.
Salty, you're not going the right way.
I'm just roaming, bro. Just roaming
Uh,
around.
let's add Dragonkin too.
I think that's a bit. That's a bit too hard to code. Looks like maybe doable, but like, bro, let's just like slow down. Let's like you want something to be able to add in the future, you know, once we get the basics down, you know.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like every race that we add is gonna be something. It's all of them are gonna have something special about them that make them special, you know. I also want to add the Mabinogi's like aging system. Not like
Yeah, Salty.
how exactly how it works. I don't like their rebirth system.
I don't think you'll be
but-
able to afford any. 500 to 1,000 for each.
Yeah?
How
Yeah? Yup. How much do WoW coins cost again? How much are they worth all again?
100, 100K, I think.
They give you 100K now? What?
Yeah. On the auction
Man.
house.
Man, sure has the community, or... Fuck.
From last I've seen. That's what they were.
How do I get... The fuck are the WoW coins? Where do I buy them again? I completely forgot. Fuck.
I don't know.
Run for under World of Warcraft. I know you can still get them because their entire point of buying them was to fucking
Be able to sell them.
game services.
Wall tokens.
You know, that is one thing that confuses the fuck out of me. Well, tokens are $20, but you know what? The one thing that confuses me greatly.
$25 for us. What?
What? Race change and faction change. They're two separate things you can buy.
Yeah.
What does it do?
Of what, the faction change?
Like exactly, what exactly does it do?
Nothing really. If you change to your faction, you need to change your race. But a race change is if, let's say, we're Worgans and like we are Worgans and we don't want to be Worgans anymore. Well, we buy the race change.
So if you get faction change, it would just make it so that you just only can pick from the other factions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Okay, let's go back to honor hold.
Yeah, WoW tokens are $20. I'm trying to look up what they're worth right now. I can't even check. Oh, they're available and purchased in game. How do you check? How do you buy them in game? The
Auction
fuck?
house. Auction house.
That no, I mean, but it says you can buy them for purchase in game. So you have to buy them in game to sell them in game because they're an in-game item.
Yeah.
How do you like purchase them? Oh, shop. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, tokens are $20 and they're worth 157,000 gold.
Yeah.
They also can be used to give you membership, so
Yeah, for 30 days.
yeah, yeah. And there are services which are all entitled can burn in hell.
I'm actually gonna try to see if this one person doesn't have WoW tokens left. Because I know that this person was given an account that had like over like 9 million gold. And she bought WoW tokens with all that gold.
Wait, what are you doing?
Texting one person to see if she has WoW tokens.
Yeah, it's usually, hey, can I get a wild token real quick?
Well, she was given an account by an old person that wasn't playing anymore, and that account had over 9 million gold. And what do you think she did with all that gold? But
Wild tokens. Oh my god, I just realized. WoW tokens are literally just cryptocurrency.
Yep.
If you buy one when they're if you buy them within cheap, within gold in the game, then like within a couple of months to a couple of years, it'd be worth so much more.
Yep.
But the sad thing is, with real life money, they're only worth 20 gold forever,
Yeah.
or 20 dollars.
Okay. Salty.
Yeah.
Honor hold.
Yeah, I guess. I'm still pissed.
We'll come back when we have gold. No worry.
See, remember, we're not gonna be having that much gold anytime soon, which implies that I will never be able to have a chance with my healing capabilities. We're gonna die so many fucking times.
It's not really gonna do that anyways.
He won't. Fucking unless he's stupid, he won't die from it. Where the fuck is my? There it is. I'm going back to honor hall. Let's go. Sad. Do you prefer a class or a classless type system?
Classless. Well,
Thinking about classless, in order for it to be so everyone's a master of everything, basically would become a problem that
Well,
WoW has.
no.
So we have to find a way to limit it.
What I like is that we do like a randomizer for the class. Like the thing is, we would ask questions based on what they like to play as and everything.
Yeah, but then they would just min-max it like how people what people did with they just ignored it by like doing what they did for like Wizard or 101.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like we take a little bit of their thought on it.
Well, what I was thinking is that we can do is similar to what MO does, which is with the limited amount of skill points they have.
Yeah. Hey baby, you wanna do /PvP in the chat?
No.
Then we'll never be able to complete this quest. Well, you won't be able to. Because we're gonna go do the Hellfire fortifications.
Fair.
And we're supposed to be running with PvP forever anyways.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking wise, what we could do is make it so that all skills are kind of like have to be taught by a teacher of some type.
The trainers?
Yeah, there'd be a type of trainer, but like some of them are there's only like depending on the type of skill, you may never find a trainer for it. Like if it's something like special, let's say necromancy is a thing. Let's say necromancy is normally illegal, so typically you won't ever find the trainer for necromancy because
unless
there's
you
gonna be-
go in a dark area, like a dark alleyway, let's say.
and that wouldn't be a dark alleyway because you wouldn't be able to tell that person the fucking necromancy because they won't just say, hey, yeah, I teach the necromancy because that'd be too sus.
Yeah.
You know, they would you probably would have to go to like a necromancer's hideout and find a way to. It would be weird because even then they normally would just kill you.
Or
It'd have to be a very specific situation.
or you go you just do what we do and we just talk about to everyone in the towns and everything.
Yeah, you could if you talk to people, you could possibly like they never. Well, this game will never ever give you tutorials or whatever. So how does this work? We just sit in here.
Yep.
And so the funny thing is, we'll never hold your hand, but there will be quests, and they will like how you know you'll get quests, you'll be able to read them, you'll be able to like and all that. But if you just skip through them, it's not gonna tell you where to go. You're gonna have to figure out yourself.
Yep.
So there's that. Why is it going towards? Oh, because we are aligned.
Yeah.
And so there's that. So, and there's that. But other classes, like for example, warrior, get that from fucking any person that has warrior. Even players can teach it. But I think like how warrior fighting should be like how training on that. I know you have to buy lessons for it, or get a player to teach you it.
Yep.
But it revolves around a lot about sparring, right?
Mhm. And they have to be higher level than you, so it gives you a challenge to be able to learn that ability.
Yeah, I feel like every class can teach their class, but they have to be
Higher level.
at least. Yeah, like I was gonna say at least, because level's gonna be weird. Because like, how do I explain this? So we'll be level based for skills, but I feel like once they reach a certain point in class, then they can begin to teach.
Next area. We don't need to fully capture it. We could just leave it there.
Yeah, let's go. So let's say like in order to teach, you can you get to be like level 30 in the in combat, right? Or whatever thing you're trying to teach, right?
Yeah.
So it would let you teach anyone up to level 20 in that class. But at that point, they can, they can't learn on their own. They're only to like, I mean, there should be like self-studying, but like for some classes, it can be really difficult for that. And unlike some games, you don't just buy it; it just gives it to you. It takes You have to actually do like certain quests and other things for it to do it. So like combat, it'd be a lot of sparring and fighting with them, and trying new moves and shit, doing it properly or whatever. Then there would be, let's say something for like a rogue. A lot of their stuff is stealing and sneaking, right?
Theft.
Say that again?
Theft.
Theft? Yeah, thief. Thief. So it would be called early on. It'd be called like rogue.
Yeah.
Or not rogue. It'd be called thief.
But that's what I mean. The way that they would have to learn that is through pickpocketing and
Pickpocketing, sneaking,
thieving.
not being caught, not getting thrown into jail,
Yeah.
stealing certain things, messing with certain shit, messing with like say like what do they call those books? The business ledgers and the other
Yeah.
similar things that are just what thieves do. And the higher level you do, and figure it out.
Yeah.
Then you have to learn how to swing. The weapons you do for more, because yeah, they can go to warrior to learn how to swing a weapon even better, but
And you want to do to make it harder to become a rogue if they really want to. If they get caught once and get thrown to jail,
you have to stay in jail for a while.
the longer they stay in jail, their progress slowly degrades.
I feel like certain skills should degrade, but I feel like in prison, while they're in prison, they can still practice it. It's just thieving is something you can practice thieving and fighting is something you can both practice in prison very well. Because, for example, that's all that prison's about is beating the shit out of the other prisoners, trying to survive, trying not to get your own ass beat. That's not what it's all about. That's get my point, though.
That's a big part of it.
It's a big part, of like, that's not just a part of it. It's just something that just happens to be there because prisoners are dicks. But to further mention that, what's it called? So you can still steal and like kill people and all that in prison and all that, and fight, spar, and all
Yeah.
that.
And we'll put like an NPC in the jail. And if we want, he could teach like a little bit of some thieving and a little backstory. Like if you listen to his backstory and everything.
Yeah, I think every player that gets thrown there should, there should be all cells are shared. Like not like how this. There's like every cell has a certain amount of people that can be put into it.
Yeah.
And when you're quote unquote jailed, you're thrown into a specific prison cell.
Yeah.
For your time. So you can interact with certain players there, fight them and kill them and all that and whatever.
And then
And
we
so
have
there's
like jail outbreaks where the doors just open and people could just go to kill other.
Well, I think the doors open as should function. Like, if we're gonna make a prison, might as well put effort into it and actually make it a proper prison.
Yeah.
We have to do you can eat, go to yard work, all that type of shit. Like it's a full functional dynamic system, right?
Yeah.
So you have to put effort into it. So that type of prisoner you're talking about, that NPC, besides the the guards and even the warden, there'll be some other NPC prisoners. One of them would be that special one that you mentioned earlier, but he has his own cell. There's only one of him. He can be killed, and he doesn't respawn. I mean, he will respawn. It won't be him who respawns. It'll be a different NPC with a different name and a similar backstory.
We're gonna go do the quest, the Temple of Tel Hamat.
Okay.
Since
Where you at?
I'm
God,
already,
you're so far away.
I'm already starting to walk towards there.
Wait for us. And so to further mention on that, so how did you? Oh. So that's how that would work. But then there's the class that cannot be done in easy situation. Not only does it cost a lot of time and money and skill.
Or wait, special jail cell for the necromancer because, like we said, necromancy illegal. Can't be.
I think most necromancers are just killed on the spot. Because they are way too hard to imprison. They've. I feel like they normally would be killed on the spot. But I feel like, but what I was gonna mention is mages.
Yeah.
And necromancers, if they were to be imprisoned, they would be imprisoned in the same manner mages would.
I would say they would have their own specific one
Cell.
cell, yeah, where they would be like hung by their feet, where they can't.
You can't do that to a player though. That's a bit too much.
No, I know, but like I mean, like to the NPC that would teach necromancy, he would be hung by his feet, so that he couldn't.
You able to find him in a prison,
Yeah, where he wouldn't
but
be
getting
able
to
to.
him would be impossible.
Yeah, parkour
Be
and
not
everything.
impossible. No, I don't think parkour would be. Parkour is not enough. It would have to be basically an entire like. Oh, we have to grab all these quests, don't we?
Yep.
I think more of trying because he'll be like basically probably his own version of solitary confinement, wouldn't he?
Yep. That's what I would think.
So you could just parkour together there. You know, it's a normal prison. It's not special, so you'd be going down. And in order to unlock the area, you'd have to basically get in like we'll have like a reputation/relation system.
Oh, there's a
So
lot
you'd
of
have to
quests
get-
here.
So you'd have to get into good relations with the guards and stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot of quests.
Oh
here.
my god! Holy shit!
I'm gonna go
Let's go grab this thing over here.
the flight path. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna go get.
And so there's that. But let's continue to mention the classes before we get and touch the prison area. Mages. Mages, I feel like should start be more of like a type of scholarly,
Scholars.
scholar-ish type class,
Yeah.
and they require money. As one thing they require. They also like. I feel like it's a class that should actually require your character to like you, the player, and the character to study.
Yeah.
And
No,
I think like you should
that
have
would-
to actually like.
that would be one class I would never go to.
I mean, because it makes sense. Mages are always supposed to be the class of the mind.
And if they want to teach portals, like be able to use portals and everything.
Portals would not function as normal because like portals would be like stereotypical like you cannot just get a portal for this particular area.
No, it would be like you have to do like a lot of reading and everything. And on top
You
of
have to
that,
also understand spatial magic and be able to kind of
Yeah.
like be able to basically mark the area that you want the portal to go to. Like if you're gonna do magic, I feel like magic has to be done like particularly in a way that is not just I click a button, I cast spell.
yeah, no.
Yeah, right. I think if you're gonna like anything complicated type magic, like space and time related shit, should be the most hardest shit there.
Did you accept the other question?
Because that shit's they're basically primal magics at that point. Oh, there's a quest here.
Yeah. I was asking her if she collected it, which she didn't. Okay.
But yeah, so like I think like it's so weird though. Magic is such a finicky thing.
Yep.
I love magic, but it's so hard to like you can be lazy about it and treat it like every other skill, or you can put a lot of effort into magic alone and make it something very special. But the problem is with that is like there'll be a lot of perks of magic. Making magic one of the most powerful things in the game. But also, using magic is basically like giving yourself a tumor.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really annoying because you, the player, can't be, basic about it.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, yeah, of course, any every player would be probably like figure out fireball or something. But mages can basically they manipulate
How about
the
the
different elements.
how about the flame sling, where you snap, and the snap friction would make like a little
Spark.
fire. Yeah.
A little spark. Yeah, like that's simple magic. Like, so you can make custom spells and stuff and all that, which can get bizarre real quick. But it's the idea would be, what the hell was that? It's got a rare ass item.
Beads.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do that. Yeah.
Oh, I forget those. Okay. For the quest, yeah. What was I trying to say? So there'd be a type of element like for every or there'd be a magic type for every single element. Fire, water.
Earth.
Say that again.
Earth.
earth, and there'd be like other things like metals and stuff, but those are more like subcategories of the other elements. Like metal is a subcategory of earth, but then there are subcategories of metal because there's so many different types of metals. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then there's magic like spatial and temporal. Do you know what temporal is?
I think so. I'm not too
What?
sure. I'm not too sure on the idea, but I think I have a
Temporal is time.
Yeah. I knew I had like a small idea of it, but I didn't think it was like fully that.
Yeah, so like time and temporal, or like spatial and temporal, are one of the most like hardest, but also the most powerfulest magics you can get, right?
Yeah, because you control time.
I mean, time. I don't even want to even know how that would even work, because coding that sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Oh yeah. We'd just do like time-based spells. I'm not. I wouldn't code like fucking. I do this and you move slow motion and I don't.
I do. I mean, I feel like a spell like that would require, because like understand that if you think about the steps of freezing time, if you think about that type of freeze magic that they show in the movies and all that, where you move normal but the others don't. You see, that isn't just I'm freezing time. That is I'm freezing time, then speeding up, or making myself too immune to the effects of the flow of time in itself. Which also comes with its own set of side effects, because your body requires time to function. So, basically, I feel like it should be possible to freeze time. But if you're basic about it, you're just gonna die.
Yeah. Now the next question would be, would we do like a aging leveling system?
There'll be an aging system, yeah.
Okay, so aging and leveling.
Say it again?
Aging and leveling? There's ores here, by the way.
Yeah. What do you mean by age and leveling?
Like, I mean like, let's say you're level 1. And you're a newborn, basically.
I mean, no, I don't think they should be hooked. I think your level should be dependent on its own rather than your age.
Okay.
Because your character's age you will have an age system, but you won't start as a fucking newborn. That'd be weird. Unless you're something like a dragon, that just makes no sense. Because you don't have intelligence at birth. You can't even function normally.
Yeah. Or what I mean is like, you're depending on what you do as studies and everything, your age will go up. So level 1, let's say you read temporal books. Well, your age is gonna go up and up and up.
Well,
and
your
up.
level would be your overall like basis of all your other skills, because every skill has its own level. It's mastery and all that.
Okay.
And that will give you we'll do a calculation of those skills that gives you your overall combat level. But that won't even be able to be seen normally, because I want to function more like Dragon Ball Z's power leveling system, where like it's a weird number, but it can't be normally visible. You can't just say I know your power level, type shit.
Yeah.
I want people to have to use magic or skills in order to tell someone's strength. They can't just look at them like I know exactly what your combat ability is, because that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how like those light RPG novels and mangas that have like the system that pops up and they have the skill analyze or whatever the fucking was.
Yep.
A skill like that, which that in itself is a magic skill, which means you have to be a mage to get that. So mages would be great for information collectors when it comes to stuff like that. But anyway, so stuff like you can't read. Like certain elements, like basic elements, you can find books on and read them for basic ideas how they function. But however, I feel like temporal magic, you're not getting a book on that. You're making a book on that.
Yeah, well, that's most what I mean.
And so like, I think there should be no base leveling. I think that leveling implies, how do I explain this? Like, experience is obtained through experiencing, but you only get experience in whatever you're doing. So if you're fighting, you're gonna get stronger and you know how to use your skills better.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a mage in a combat situation, they're not learning magic better. They're learning how to cast whatever their spell a bit more efficiently, and knowing how to cast that particular spell better, which may also make them cast other spells better. You know,
Yeah.
that would be the idea of spellcasting. But one thing I was thinking about is that making it so that your character, if it dies, it's dead. It's gone forever.
So
I mean,
hardcore.
yes. However, it'd be a little different, a little special. So when your character dies, take a little thing from D&D sort of, and they don't die unless they reach 0 HP. They're not immediately dead. They're in quote unquote dying.
Yeah.
They're dying. So in order to not die, they either have to be resurrected by another, or miraculously save themselves, which be the equivalent of what death saves are in D&D, but whatever we do it, perhaps some kind of mini game or something.
Yeah.
And now, but if you die fully,
Then you need to
a
restart.
corpse. Well, normally it has to restart, but if you have allies, let's say a priest of some type that knows how to revive, right? Then they can revive them. They're the higher class, the higher ability of restoration and speed, healing, and all that. You may be able to just resurrect anyone as long as you have their corpse. And so corpses do decompose on their own. But there will be spells, these would be necromancy, that could prevent things from decaying. Even items and stuff that can do it as well. But basically, the idea is, they could pick up your corpse and just, bring it to,
To your new character.
no, they would just bring it to like a priest or something to resurrect you.
Yeah.
So that way you can keep your character. The idea would be that you can be resurrected by another player. Now, of course, I do want things like liches and stuff to be a thing, so you can even avoid death that way.
Yeah, but how? I guess if you want to achieve being a lich, you need to study necromancy.
Yeah, which is, of course, it's
Illegal.
yeah, which means, I mean, yeah, you can note. Now, by the way, guards aren't can be like almighty and all knowing. They won't just like they look at you like you're a necromancer and they just kill you. You have to perform necromancy or have a reputation of necromancy in order to, for that to even become a problem.
Yeah.
So, you shouldn't worry about that unless you're, being an idiot and perform necromancy. Now, of course, I do want there to be a thing of, like, identity where you can hide your identity, because your name isn't, I don't feel like your name should just be always above your head, right?
Yeah.
So there'll be items like certain hoods and stuff that can just hide your appearance, robes and stuff.
Goes to a graveyard, starts desecrating the tomb.
Oh, what? Say it again?
Goes to a graveyard, starts desecrating the tomb for studying necromancy.
Yeah, I mean, that is a way, because necromancy can also be studied on your own. It'd be mainly through, I mean, of course, you would need to know how to use magic to begin with, at least to its minimum states, in order to do that. So, so with that in mind, you could go mess around with corpses, mess around, learning how it works. But how that work would be really finicky. Studying the art of death magic, basically. The amount of I mean, you wouldn't even probably even know where to start, But you could start from scratch, I guess, because everything's it uses like a frame part type system.
Yeah.
If you find a natural necromancy teacher, they can teach you the basics of how everything functions, which then can give you more idea to learn more on your own. Necromancer, the ritual for lichdom, however, is not something you can. I mean, yeah, it is a combination you theoretically could discover in your own, but you can't just make your own version of lichdom because it's the same ritual.
So a little bit like Thaumcraft, right?
What?
A little bit like Thaumcraft, doing the research that way. With
yeah, it's a lot more complicated than that, but similar. Yeah, that stuff, that type of research would be more like alchemy. But alchemy is a little bit more different than that too.
Let's start going back.
Okay. So yeah, you have to do research. You have to write things down. You have to know certain, like, learn certain, quote unquote, what do they call them? I don't know what they call them. Like, they're pieces of spells. Like, how to
Fragments.
just call them runes. They're more like runes.
Well, I would say fragments.
Well, because like fragments implies that it's a fragment of something bigger. It's not. It's a piece of a modular system that you could put this piece in any type of situation and get a different result. It's more of a language. Someone just asked me if I want a VC. Why are they messaging me? I'm gonna have to see what they want in a second. So
Are you the one watching the stream, Salty?
yeah, I have the
Okay.
stream on the screen.
Because I was wondering, like, one viewer.
That's fine.
Oh, the Horde took back. They controlled
Yeah.
back the thing. That was quick.
Yeah, one of these days you should just sit there and just kill them.
Imagine that's what they're thinking.
What's up?
Imagine that's what they're thinking.
I wanna go kill them.
I don't think they're there.
Yeah, I don't think they're there anymore, but I never know.
They're gone, gone, gone. So turn in these two quests.
I mean, realistically, the only way for us to actually get away with killing them is they have to turn PvP on.
Well, if they capture it, that means they do.
Yeah, but if we just wait there, they're not gonna go. What I think they're gonna do is that they would go there, turn PvP on, then capture it, then turn it back off. So what I'm trying to say is that if the only way for us to be able to do it is that me and you could do it, but she couldn't.
Actually, she can if she gets high enough level for camouflage.
Yeah, but currently she can't.
Yeah, no, currently she
That's
can't.
what I'm trying to say is me and you can go there and turn invisible and then get the jump on them. Because once you get the jump on them, they're not going to be able to just say no more invisibility because, or it says no more PvP because they're in combat. Pretty sure they can't disable it while they're in combat.
Yeah, no.
Is there another quest here that we completed?
Yep.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's down here. I passed it.
Yeah.
But so like, fuck. How would that even? How Lichdom would probably work is that you have an item.
Salty.
There's another quest here.
It's bugged. It's a dialogue. But Salty.